Hey everyone, this is Howard Crampton Jr. I am a mentor for being on purpose and for being more purposeful with actions that you take, even thoughts that you think to produce specific results that we really want to achieve in life. Now, I work with a lot of people who feel they have a sense of loss of control somewhere in their life, and typically within the areas of relationships. And when I was introduced to the Relationship Masters Academy, it was a blessing indeed. I've grown my network from when I first started from about 25 people to well over 2,000 people, and that's not including my Facebook friends either. So how I did it, I was always going to networking events, and how I was introduced to the Relationship Masters Academy as well, to Mike Greenlight and Jeff Kaplan and Keith Ferrazzi. I was going to networking meetings already, and I was very unpurposeful with showing up. I was in school and didn't really know why. I knew I needed to make connections and I wanted to learn about growth in my business. But the greatest gift I received was how to effectively network with people. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is the trust model that we're introduced to. This is usually the first key with the workshops and seminars that Jeff Kaplan does. Now, the trust model, if you can imagine, you have say, let me go backwards here using my fingers in the screen. You have generosity over here, you have intimacy over here, and then on top of that, you have candor, and then on top of that, you have accountability. Now, the whole umbrella for the whole thing is trust. And then we make connections with people emotionally, and then we make connections with people logically. Where's my other hand here? There we go. So we got emotional and we have logical. Okay, I'm going to elaborate on more on that. How this has helped me was going to different networking events. Offering generosity is the first step. You want to be generous and offering people something. You know, a lot of people offer free tools and free consultations and all this stuff. But when you're going to a networking event, the greatest gift anybody can receive is for you to listen. Now, it's not only for them so that they can talk and really get their message out, but as they talk, you really get to listen to what their business is about. You can ask questions for clarification on how they did that, or maybe certain challenges that they experienced along the way. And what you're doing, as you're listening and being generous in listening, um, is that you're inquiring for more information about this person and their business so that you then can provide a solution for whatever challenges they're experiencing, right? Does that make sense? Now, remember, when we go to networking events, everybody is there to try to pitch their business to either close you as a client or get referrals from you. Now, when you offer this generosity and you listen, you really get to learn more about them and how you can better service them, right? Or you can listen to who they target and think about the people that they're bringing up and how your services or products can benefit them as well. Next, after generosity and being generous, is create a level of intimacy. So then you get to share a story about yourself, about some challenges perhaps that you experienced on your path to success or on your journey in this life. And when you share your story, I'm sure you know this already, is that people really resonate with storytelling. That's why Joel Osteen is such a great speaker, is because he's always relating specific concepts to stories. And people remember those stories because they can relate with the characters in the stories. So when you're intimate in that sense and you get to share about who you are, it makes you real. You're not just there trying to pitch your business. You're not just there trying to talk about yourself, but you really want to relate with these people. Now, remember, along these steps, this is building trust. Okay, so being generous, offering a sense of intimacy, and letting people get to know behind the scenes you, that creates trust. Next, what you do is you go home with their business card, you put them in your email list, you send out your email, just a quick, brief email saying, "Hey, it was great to meet you. I was happy to learn about this. Please let me know how I can help you along the way. Until then, here's something that I think you really can benefit from." Offer candid feedback. Let them know what challenges that they brought up to you, and let them know, your perception or your advice or your feedback that you can give to them on how they can better improve. Now, once they take that in and they start applying it, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to want you to be accountable, which isn't a bad kind of accountability thing, because you offer such genuine feedback. You're very authentic in who you are. Now that builds that accountability where you can keep them accountable, they can keep you accountable. You've built that relationship where now they know you, they know you're authentic, and they're going to refer people to you too when they talk to people, and different clues start, different bells start going off in regard to your services and how you can support them. Now, with your generosity, intimacy, candor, and accountability, now you've built trust. So where does the emotional logical thing come in? Well, let me get my hands back in the picture here. You have your emotional people and you have logical people. So not everybody might need your service, but you've created a real deep emotional connection with this person. Your heart goes out to them and you want to support them. So these are the people who you can support them and they can support you. They don't have a product or a service necessarily that you need, but more of just the emotional support. Now, the logical side is this person does have a product or a service that you can utilize and knows people who can utilize your services too. So, as you're out networking, keep in mind that there's those two types of people: people you just want to make an emotional connection with, and then people with the logical connection that want to use your services or you might want to use theirs. Okay, now you've built your umbrella of trust. Now your connection, you've created a strong bond with these people. They know you, you know them, and you're going to stand out above anybody else because of this relationship that you just built with them. So you'll be the first on their mind when they're out networking and somebody needs your services. Okay, I'll leave you with that. Like Jeff Kaplan says, I will see you around the website. Again, my name is Howard Crampton, and I look forward to connecting with you.